What makes Buddhism the best religion in the world? Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to this channel, Die and Prosper. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, kindly consider doing so now to become a part of this wonderful family. In a world rich with diverse religious and spiritual beliefs, Buddhism emerges as a beacon of profound wisdom and distinctiveness. Among the countless religions that have shaped human civilization, Buddhism stands out for its unique blend of philosophical depth, ethical principles, and practical teachings. Rooted in the teachings of Siddhartha Gautama, the enlightened one, Buddhism captivates hearts and minds with its compelling attributes. In this article, we will bring to bear the reasons why Buddhism is said to be the only religion in the world that both theists and atheists feel belonging. We will delve into the reasons why Buddhism distinguishes itself from other religions, highlighting its emphasis on personal transformation, rationality, inclusivity, and its profound impact on both individual lives and society at large. 1. Universality and inclusivity. Buddhism's inclusivity and universality have contributed to its global appeal. Unlike religions that may be confined by cultural or geographical boundaries, Buddhism transcends these limitations. The core principles of compassion, nonviolence, and ethical conduct resonate across cultures, making it accessible to people from various backgrounds. Buddhism's teachings encourage open-minded exploration and respect for diversity, fostering an environment of harmony and understanding. This religion prioritizes common sense, critical thinking, and practical reasoning over faith and beliefs. 2. Liberation from attachment to identity. Buddhism's teachings challenge attachments to identity constructs, including cultural, ethnic, and religious identities. This liberation allows individuals to recognize their shared humanity and interconnectedness, fostering empathy and breaking down barriers that contribute to divisions. The neutrality of its teachings is incomparable. It is more concerned about people identifying themselves as humans rather than religious or non-religious, blacks or whites, etc., so that everyone will live in peace and harmony with one another and see and treat one another as family and friends across the globe. 3. Non-theistic approach. While many religions are centered around deities and divine entities, Buddhism takes a non-theistic stance. It does not require belief in a creator God, which can be appealing to those who find such concepts challenging. Instead, Buddhism focuses on practical teachings and the alleviation of suffering in the here and now. This rational approach, devoid of dogma, allows for a more open and flexible interpretation of spirituality. The central focus of this religion is to treat this earth we find ourselves on as the heaven we've heard or been told about, so we make it a better place for all living things. 4. Compatibility with modern science. Buddhism's compatibility with modern scientific insights distinguishes it from some other religions that have clashed with scientific discoveries. The practice of meditation and mindfulness aligns with contemporary findings on the benefits of mental well-being. Moreover, the Buddhist concept of dependent origination can be seen as a precursor to systems thinking, a notion that resonates with interdisciplinary scientific approaches. Buddhists point to various statements in the Buddhist scriptures that promote rational and empirical investigation and invite people to put the teachings of the Buddha to the test before accepting them. Furthermore, Buddhist doctrines such as impermanence and emptiness have been compared to the scientific understanding of the natural world. They also held that Buddhism was a rationalist religion that did not require faith in revelation, a god, superstition, and religious ritual, but was based on an understanding of causality and empiricism. According to Jeffrey Samuel, Buddhism has been suggested to be barely a religion at all in the Western sense, but a scientifically based philosophy in its own right. 5. Adaptability and evolution. Buddhism's ability to adapt and evolve over time contributes to its enduring relevance. Throughout history, different schools and traditions have emerged, catering to diverse cultural and societal contexts. This adaptability demonstrates Buddhism's capacity to remain meaningful and responsive to changing times, ensuring that its teachings remain relevant to contemporary challenges. Darwin's theory of evolution looks at the process of natural selection and how the biological bodies of species change over time. Outlined in his work, The Origin of the Species, the content was regarded as sacrilegious at the time, because the theory contradicted the idea that an all-powerful God created a fixed world and all the immutable beings in it. While even today the theory of evolution sits uncomfortably with some religions, there is nothing in the Buddhist teachings that contradicts the general idea. In fact, for Buddhists, the theory is entirely agreeable with the Buddha's teachings on dependent arising, not creationism, and the first of the 4 hallmarks of the Dharma, impermanence. Phenomena are constantly arising and evolving based on a multitude of causes and conditions, and it would be strange if humans and animals alike were not part of this grand flow of non-staticness. Simply, it focuses on dependent arising, changing times and tentative beliefs and norms rather than creationism. 6. Mindfulness and contemplative practices. The importance of mindfulness practices within Buddhism sets it apart from many other religions. The emphasis on being fully present in each moment encourages practitioners to cultivate awareness, reduce stress, and enhance overall well-being. The application of mindfulness techniques has gained recognition in fields such as psychology and medicine, highlighting Buddhism's practical contributions beyond the realm of spirituality. 7. Ethical framework and compassion. Central to Buddhism is a profound emphasis on ethical conduct and compassion. The 5 precepts, which include refraining from harming living beings and cultivating honesty, reflect a commitment to moral principles. Unlike certain religions that may prioritize ritualistic observances, Buddhism places a strong emphasis on the moral behavior of its practitioners. This ethical framework contributes to the creation of a more just and compassionate society. Morality, instead of religiosity, is the hallmark of Buddhism. 8. Focus on self-discovery and inner transformation. Unlike some religions that rely on external authorities or intermediaries for salvation, Buddhism encourages individuals to take responsibility for their own spiritual journey. The 4 Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path provide a comprehensive framework for understanding suffering, its causes, and the path to its cessation. This self-empowering approach places personal transformation at the forefront, allowing practitioners to explore their own minds through meditation and mindfulness. Buddhism's emphasis on inner growth over ritualistic practices sets it apart as a practical philosophy of introspection. 9. Humility and humbleness. Buddhism's teachings on the nature of the self and ego challenge the human tendency towards arrogance and self-centeredness. The concept of anatta, not self, encourages humility and a realization that our identities are constructed and impermanent. This humility fosters a sense of interconnectedness with all life forms, promoting harmony and cooperation rather than hierarchical divisions. 10. Transcending boundaries of life and death. Buddhism's perspective on life and death diverges from some religions that emphasize eternal salvation or damnation. Instead, Buddhism offers insights into the cyclical nature of existence, stressing the importance of breaking free from the cycle of birth and rebirth, samsara, through enlightenment. This emphasis on understanding and transcending the cycle of suffering and rebirth provides a unique perspective on mortality. 11. Emphasis on experience over belief. Buddhism places more weight on direct experience than on rigid beliefs. This aligns with the modern trend towards experiential spirituality rather than dogmatic adherence. The practice of meditation allows individuals to explore their own minds, fostering a deep and personal connection to the teachings. This experiential approach appeals to those who seek truth and understanding grounded in direct insight. 12. Environmental consciousness. Buddhism's teachings on interconnectedness extend beyond human relationships to include our relationship with the environment. The principle of non-harming, ahimsa, encompasses not only refraining from physical harm to others but also acting responsibly towards the natural world. This ecological consciousness resonates strongly in an era of increasing environmental concerns. 13. Balance between individual and collective. Buddhism strikes a harmonious balance between individual spiritual growth and contributing to the well-being of society. While personal transformation is emphasized, the compassion and selflessness cultivated through Buddhist practice extend to benefiting others. This dual focus on personal and collective welfare contributes to the holistic nature of Buddhist philosophy. 14. Embracing paradox and ambiguity. Buddhism's ability to embrace paradox and ambiguity sets it apart from religions that often demand rigid adherence to specific doctrines. The teachings on concepts like emptiness and interconnectedness encourage a flexible and open-minded approach to understanding reality. This capacity to hold seemingly contradictory ideas in harmony resonates with the complexity of human existence and encourages a deeper exploration of life's mysteries. 15. Minimalism and detachment. In a consumer-driven world that often values material accumulation, Buddhism's emphasis on minimalism and detachment stands as a stark contrast. By recognizing that attachment to material possessions can lead to suffering, Buddhism promotes a simpler and more content way of life. This notion of detachment from the material world can resonate deeply with individuals seeking meaning beyond materialism. 16. Intellectual rigor and inquiry. Buddhism's philosophical depth and intellectual precision have led to a rich tradition of scholarship and philosophical discourse. It encourages practitioners to question and investigate the teachings rather than blindly accepting them. Practitioners are therefore encouraged to critique and criticize the doctrines and teachings of Buddhism and stay away from those they disagree with or find unreasonable. This intellectual engagement fosters a deeper understanding of the principles and allows for a dynamic exchange of ideas within the tradition. 17. Nonviolence as a core principle. While nonviolence is promoted in various religions, Buddhism places a particular emphasis on ahimsa, nonviolence, and compassion. This commitment to non-harm extends not only to human beings but also to all living creatures. This comforting stance is particularly relevant in a world grappling with conflicts and violence. 18. Lack of proselytization. Buddhism's lack of aggressive evangelization sets it apart from certain religions that actively seek converts. Buddhist teachings are often shared through example, discussion, and invitation rather than coercion and threats of eternal damnation. This approach respects individual autonomy and encourages genuine exploration rather than imposing beliefs. 19. Integration of mind, body, and spirit. Buddhism's holistic approach to spiritual practice integrates mind, body, and spirit. The emphasis on mindfulness, meditation, and ethical living contributes to overall well-being by addressing both mental and physical health. This integration aligns with contemporary approaches to holistic wellness. 20. Emphasis on present moment awareness. In a fast-paced world consumed by worries about the future or regrets about the past, Buddhism's focus on present moment awareness offers a unique remedy. The practice of mindfulness trains individuals to fully engage with the present, fostering a greater appreciation for life's simple joys and a reduction in stress and anxiety. 21. Resilience in the face of adversity. Buddhism's teachings on suffering and impermanence provide a unique perspective on resilience. Instead of denying or avoiding challenges, Buddhism teaches individuals to confront them with a clear and open mind. This approach fosters emotional strength and adaptability, enabling practitioners to navigate life's ups and downs with greater level-headedness. 22. Liberation from dogma and superstition. Some religions can be entangled with rigid dogma and superstitious beliefs that may hinder intellectual growth. Buddhism's emphasis on critical thinking, personal exploration, and empirical observation encourages followers to question everything and inquire about everything. This liberation from unquestioning belief fosters an environment of intellectual freedom and self-discovery. And this makes Buddhism such a lovely scientific and liberating religion. 23. Harmony with science and rationality. Buddhism's compatibility with scientific understanding underscores its forward-looking nature. Instead of conflicting with scientific discoveries, Buddhist philosophy often aligns with empirical evidence. This harmony fosters a bridge between spirituality and reason, appealing to those who seek a balanced worldview. 24. Practice-based spirituality. Buddhism is grounded in practice rather than doctrine. While texts and teachings are important, the emphasis on practical application distinguishes it from belief-focused religions. The tangible benefits of meditation, mindfulness, and ethical living offer practitioners a direct experience of transformation and growth. 25. Teaching through parables and metaphors. The Buddha's skillful use of parables and metaphors makes the teachings accessible and relatable. Complex concepts are often presented in simple, relatable stories that echo across cultures and generations. This storytelling approach facilitates a deeper understanding of profound truths. 26. Emphasis on interconnectedness. Buddhism's recognition of interconnectedness extends beyond human relationships to the interconnectedness of all life forms and the environment. This ecological awareness aligns with contemporary concerns about ecological sustainability and encourages a more responsible and harmonious relationship with the planet. 27. Encouragement of direct experience. Buddhism encourages individuals to directly experience the truth rather than relying solely on external authorities or scripture. No dependency on a supernatural being for help or for a truth. This empowers practitioners to cultivate their own insights and understanding, leading to a more personal and meaningful spiritual journey. 28. Compassion beyond boundaries. Buddhism's emphasis on compassion and loving-kindness extends to all sentient beings, transcending boundaries of nationality, ethnicity, and species. This universal compassion reflects a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all life and encourages ethical behavior that extends beyond narrow affiliations. 29. Role of women in Buddhism. Buddhism's historical acceptance of women as disciples and practitioners sets it apart from some other religions where gender equality has been less emphasized. The presence of female monastics and the recognition of their spiritual achievements highlight Buddhism's progressive stance on gender. 30. Focus on personal transformation and not judgment. Buddhism encourages self-reflection and personal growth rather than moral judgment of others. This approach promotes understanding and empathy, fostering an environment where individuals can evolve without fear of condemnation. 31. Embracing diversity of belief and practice. Buddhism's tolerance for a wide range of beliefs and practices within its various schools and traditions fosters an environment of inclusivity. Rather than insisting on a singular path, Buddhism acknowledges that individuals have diverse needs and aspirations on their spiritual journey, and therefore, each one must endeavor to create his or her own unique path. 32. Cultural syncretism and adaptation. As Buddhism spread across different regions, it often absorbed local cultural elements, resulting in a rich cultural syncretism. This adaptability allowed Buddhism to resonate deeply with the cultural values and practices of various societies, enhancing its ability to address unique spiritual and cultural needs. 33. Transcending materialism and consumerism. In an age of materialism and consumerism, Buddhism's teachings offer an antidote. The focus on inner contentment and the impermanence of material possessions encourages individuals to seek fulfillment beyond material acquisition, fostering a more balanced and fulfilling way of life. 34. Alleviating existential anxiety. Buddhism's insights into the nature of suffering and impermanence provide solace to those grappling with existential anxiety. By offering a practical framework to confront life's uncertainties, Buddhism equips individuals with tools to find meaning and peace in the face of life's inherent challenges. 35. Evolution of compassion into action. Buddhism's emphasis on compassion extends beyond sentiment to actionable change. Through engaged Buddhism and social activism, practitioners are encouraged to address societal issues and contribute positively to the well-being of others, reflecting the transformative power of compassionate action. 36. Integration of Eastern and Western thought. As Buddhism spreads to the West, it encounters opportunities to integrate with Western philosophical thought. This cross-cultural exchange enriches both traditions, offering new perspectives and insights that contribute to the global dialogue on spirituality, ethics, critical thinking, and human nature. 37. non-dogmatic spiritual community. The diverse array of Buddhist communities provides a non-dogmatic space for individuals seeking spiritual growth without rigid beliefs. This flexibility allows practitioners to adapt their practice to their individual needs, fostering a sense of belonging without sacrificing personal autonomy. 38. Encouragement of mindful consumption. In a world marked by overconsumption and environmental degradation, Buddhism's teachings on mindful consumption and moderation offer guidance on living in harmony with the Earth's resources. This eco-conscious approach resonates with those seeking ethical ways of living. 39. Continual inner exploration. Buddhism's journey is one of continual exploration and discovery. Its teachings are not intended to be taken at face value but rather to be continuously examined, contemplated, and integrated into one's life. This essence of ongoing discovery cultivates a dynamic and evolving relationship with the teachings. 40. Emphasis on ethical mindfulness. Buddhism's integration of ethics and mindfulness creates a powerful combination. The practice of mindfulness not only enhances self-awareness but also encourages individuals to consider the ethical implications of their actions. This dual focus cultivates a sense of responsibility and accountability in daily life. It makes it clear that everyone is responsible and accountable to his or her own actions, inactions and reactions. It puts your fate and destiny in your own hands and not in the hands of any deity or supernatural power. 41. Addressing the human condition. Buddhism's teachings directly address the fundamental aspects of the human condition: suffering, desire, attachment, and the pursuit of happiness. By delving into these universal themes, Buddhism offers a comprehensive framework for understanding the complexities of human existence. 42. Exploration of the mind's potential. Buddhism's emphasis on meditation and contemplative practices highlights the potential of the human mind to achieve states of heightened awareness and insight. This exploration of consciousness rises above traditional religious boundaries, appealing to individuals with a curiosity about the depths of their own minds. Simply, it deals with the power of the mind. 43. Nurturing emotional intelligence. Buddhism's teachings on emotions provide a roadmap for understanding and managing our emotional landscape. By cultivating emotional intelligence, individuals can navigate relationships, conflicts, and challenges with greater empathy, flexibility, and compassion. 44. Compassionate approach to pain and suffering. Buddhism's teachings on suffering and compassion provide a unique perspective on pain. Rather than avoiding or suppressing suffering, Buddhism teaches individuals to face it with compassion and understanding. This approach transforms suffering into a catalyst for growth and empathy. 45. Encouragement of skeptical inquiry. Buddhism's founder, Siddhartha Gautama, encouraged his followers to question and test his teachings rather than blindly accepting them. This essence of skeptical inquiry encourages a healthy exploration of the teachings, fostering a deeper understanding based on personal experience. This by far makes it so uniquely different and more realistic and friendlier than the rest of the world's religions combined. Buddhism, in fact, is the only kind of religion that even the strongest atheist can relate to, feel comfortable with, and wouldn't even mind be identified with. 46. Mindful communication. Buddhism's emphasis on right speech highlights the importance of mindful communication. By promoting truthful, kind, and helpful speech, Buddhism addresses the power of words to shape relationships, create harmony, and contribute positively to the world. 47. Preservation of cultural heritage. As Buddhism spread to various regions, it became a custodian of cultural heritage. Through art, architecture, literature, and festivals, Buddhism has preserved cultural traditions, rituals, and aesthetics that reflect the spiritual values of diverse societies. 48. Fostering inner harmony. In a world marked by external noise and distractions, Buddhism offers a path to inner harmony. Through practices that calm the mind and cultivate awareness, individuals can find refuge from the chaos of modern life and experience a deeper sense of tranquility. 49. A quest for wisdom and enlightenment. At its core, Buddhism is a timeless quest for wisdom, enlightenment, and liberation from suffering. This noble pursuit transcends the boundaries of time, space, and cultural differences, uniting seekers in a shared journey toward understanding the nature of reality and the depths of human potential. Simply, it deals with the power of the mind. In a world of thousands of spiritual traditions, Buddhism stands as a unique embroidery of insights, practices, and values that continue to mesmerize hearts and minds. Its holistic approach to the human experience, focus on personal growth, and teachings that resonates with the complexities of existence ensure that Buddhism remains a shining star in the collection of world religions. As humanity searches for meaning, connection, and a deeper understanding of life's mysteries, Buddhism's enduring brilliance shines as an unwavering guide and source of inspiration. In a world full of religious traditions, Buddhism stands as a multifaceted jewel, radiating wisdom, compassion, and insight. Its profound philosophical foundations, adaptable nature, and practical techniques for personal transformation have contributed to its timelessness and relevance across ages and cultures. As humanity wrestles with the complexities of existence, Buddhism remains a guiding light, illuminating the path toward inner peace, compassionate action, and a deeper understanding of the human experience through common sense, critical thinking and practical reasoning as well as personal meditation. Kindly consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so yet.